I'm Anderson Cooper. Tonight, Vice President J.D. Vance responds to Donald Trump's.
What if the news you watched just now was generated entirely by AI, from the script to my voice to this video itself? In this video, I will show you how to build such an AI-powered automation that turns me into a virtual news anchor. Using n8n, Tavily fetches the latest headlines based on a topic you select in a form. OpenAI crafts the news script, ElevenLabs generates the narration, and Hedra brings my photo to life as the news reader, automatically producing a ready-to-publish video. Check out the links in the description if you would like to get all the resources used to build this automation. Let me show you the complete workflow we will be building today. As you can see, it starts with a form trigger where users enter the news topic. Then we have two parallel branches, one where we upload newsreader's image into Hedra, and the other branch creates news channel style audio using OpenAI and ElevenLabs text to speech. Both these assets get uploaded to Hedra, which combines them into a talking video. Finally, the video gets downloaded, uploaded to Google Drive, and published to YouTube. Download the n8n template I provided in the description before you start building the automation. I will show you how to import the downloaded template. First, log into your n8n account. Once you are in the n8n canvas, click on this plus sign and select workflow option. Click on the three dots here and select import from file option. Navigate to the directory where you saved the template file. Select the template file and click on the open button. You can see the workflow has been imported. Create a folder with name demo videos in your Google Drive to store the videos. Let us begin with the form trigger node. The form trigger node creates a web form that user can fill out to start the workflow. In the form title field, we have newsreader, and in the form description also we mentioned newsreader to give context about what the form does. In the form fields section, we have one field configured. The field name is news topic. It is set as a drop-down type with options as US politics, sports, and entertainment. The required field toggle is on, meaning the field must be entered. You can add more topics here if you want. I will show you how the form looks like and submit a sample form. Click on the execute step here. The form has popped up. Let us click on this drop-down box and select US politics as the news topic and click this submit button. It says form submitted. We can also see the values here in the node output section. I have organized the workflow into different sections. Here we have prepare audio and upload, prepare image and upload, generate video, upload video sections for clarity and better organization. Now let us walk through the audio section. First, we have the HTTP request node to connect to Tavily. Tavily provides an AI-powered research API that pulls accurate real-time information from the web, perfect for tasks like content generation, summarization, and automated insights. You can create a free account and get the Tavily API key. To do that, go to tavily.com or type in Tavily in the Google search bar and select the link that says tavily.com. Click on the sign up button here. Select your preferred method to sign up for the account. You need not provide any credit card details for the free account sign up. Here I am logged into my Tavily account. You can find your API key here. You will get 1000 API credits per month on the free account. You can check it by clicking on this billing option. Here it is going to show you the current plan. Let us switch back to n8n. Let us open the Tavily node to look at its configuration. In the method, we have selected post to send request to Tavily to do research. This URL is the endpoint URL of the search API. We can also look at Tavily documentation about this API. Let us switch back to Tavily website. Click on this documentation link, then click on this API reference. Here we can see the Tavily search API details. Let us look at a curl example. Click on this drop-down box and then select curl. Here it will show you the details on how to call this API. This is the URL that we need to use, and then we need to pass this header information with our API key. In authentication, we are using generic credential type and we are passing our API key in a secure manner. Here under generic auth type, select header auth, and in header auth, click on this drop down box and click on this create new credential. Then for the name, type in authorization, and in the value field, type in bearer word followed by space and then your API key. Then click on this save button. The send body parameter has been turned on. In the body content type, we have specified JSON. In the specify body field, we mentioned using JSON, and here we have specified the JSON body content. Click on this corner to make it full window. We have specified different parameters necessary for Tavily to execute the search. In the query, we are saying search the web for the news topic. We have provided topic as news, and we have mentioned search depth as basic, and then we are saying max results is 3. We can know all the details about these parameters by referring to Tavily search API documentation. Here we can see this is the query parameter and this is the topic parameter that we have passed. Options are general and news. Here it will have explanation about each parameter values. For example, when we specify news, it is good for retrieving real-time updates, particularly about politics, sports and major events. That's why we have specified news instead of general. Here is the parameter for search depth, and this is the max results parameter. You can refer to the documentation here to know more about each parameter. The OpenAI node generates the headline news script. In the credential to connect with field, you will give your OpenAI account credentials. If you did not already create the credentials, you can refer to the video link in the description. In the resource field, we are using text. In the operation, we mentioned message model. In the model, we have specified we are going to use GPT 4.1. You can click on this drop down box and change it to any other model if you would like to. In the messages section, we wrote a prompt that generates an Anderson Cooper style headline news based on the news topic from the form. Click on this corner to make it full window. This is the full prompt. We specifically request exactly 500 characters of content formatted as a JSON object named headlines. The simplify output parameter is turned on. When we turn on this parameter, it will return simplified version instead of raw data. JSON output is enabled to get structured results that we can easily parse. This HTTP request node converts the generated text to speech using ElevenLabs API. I made a separate video on how to use ElevenLabs with n8n. You can refer to the video link in the description. In method field, we are using post as we are sending data to ElevenLabs API. In the URL field, we have mentioned the API endpoint for text to speech. Click on this corner to make it full window. We have also mentioned to use specific voice ID. Let us have a look at the API documentation on ElevenLabs website. Here I am on ElevenLabs, logged into my account. Click on your profile, go to docs and resources and select this documentation link. Make sure you are on this API reference tab. Then click on this text to speech option. Then select this create speech link. Here you can see the complete details on this API, and here you can see a curl example on how to call this API endpoint. Let us switch back to n8n. We are using the same URL here that is mentioned in the API endpoint. Authentication uses generic credential type with custom auth for your ElevenLabs API credentials. Send headers parameter is turned on, and we have specified content type header with value as application/JSON. Send body uses JSON format. Click on this corner to make it full window. The JSON body contains a text field that uses the expression to pull the generated headline news content from the previous OpenAI node. Now is the time to talk about Hedra. Hedra is a web-based platform and API that allows you to create AI-generated videos with talking avatars. These avatars can speak your script using realistic AI voice synthesis, and they lip sync based on the provided audio or text. You need to have a paid subscription plan in order to use their API. Type in Hedra in Google search bar and select the link that says hedra.com. Click on this sign up button and select your preferred method to create an account. Here I am logged into my Hedra account. Here we can see their pricing plans. You can sign up for this $10 per month plan to try it out. You will also need to create an API key. Click on your profile, then click on this API option to create your API key. And here you can find their API documentation. Click on this character 3 option, and here you can see all the available endpoints, and you can click on the specific endpoint and you can get the documentation showing the details of the API endpoint and an example on how to call that API endpoint here. You can also click on this Ask AI button to more details about this endpoint. You can see it is generating more documentation about this specific API. Before we can generate our video, we need to upload all necessary assets like the image and the sound to Hedra website using their APIs. First, we are going to create the audio asset and add audio metadata to it, and then upload the audio along with its metadata. This HTTP request node creates the audio asset in Hedra's system. For method, we are using post, and this is the URL endpoint to create the asset. We can look at the Hedra API documentation for creating an asset. This is the endpoint for creating the asset. We need to pass the header information with the API key. Then we need to specify the name of the asset and then the type of the asset. Authentication is set to generic credential. You need to configure your Hedra API credentials here. The process is similar to what I have shown earlier with the Tavily API. The JSON body has asset name as news reader audio and the asset type as audio. To specify, we are creating an audio asset. The code node here sets the file name for the audio file to text to speech.mp3. This is important because Hedra's upload API requires proper file metadata, including the file name, to correctly process the audio file. The merge node combines the audio data with the Hedra asset metadata. We have mentioned here number of inputs as 2. This is the input 1 and this is the input 2. The code node here processes this merged data to structure it properly for the upload step. It finds the item with binary data and item with metadata, then combines them into a single object with asset ID, type, name and binary data under the correct structure that Hedra expects. This HTTP request node uploads the actual audio file to Hedra using the asset ID we received. In the method field, we have specified post. Click on this corner to make it full window to look at the URL. The URL uses an expression $JSON.id to dynamically include the asset ID. This is the Hedra upload API endpoint. We can view full details of this API in their API documentation. This is the upload asset API. You can view full details of this API here and a curl example on how to call this API. Authentication uses the same Hedra credentials as before. Send body parameter is enabled with content type set to form data because we are uploading a file. In the body parameters, we have one parameter of type NA10 binary file. In the name field, we have specified file and input data field name is set to data. This tells NA10 to send the binary data as a file upload. Now let us look at the image branch. The read file from disk node is used to read a file from your computer's disk. The operation is read here and we have provided the complete folder path and the file name here. This is the image that you want to pass to Hedra as a news reader. This is the image file that I am passing to Hedra. Similar to the audio asset node, this HTTP request node creates an image asset in Hedra. The method is post with the same assets endpoint that we saw earlier for the audio asset. For authentication, we are using the same credentials for Hedra that we used before. Send body parameter is enabled with JSON format and the JSON body contains two fields, the name set to newsreader image and the type set to image. This tells Hedra we want to create an image asset. The merge node combines image binary data with Hedra asset metadata. Again here we have specified number of inputs as 2. This is the input 1 and this is the input 2. And this code node structures the data properly for the next upload step. The upload to Hedra node follows the same pattern as the audio upload using multi-part form data to send the image file to Hedra's upload endpoint. Next is the video generation section. Now we combine the uploaded image and audio file to create the talking video. This merge node combines the response data from both the image and audio upload operations, giving us access to both asset IDs and URLs. This code node extracts the specific asset IDs and URLs for both image and audio from the merged data. It loops through the items, identifies which is the image asset and which is the audio asset based on the type field, and then outputs a clean structure with image asset ID, audio asset ID, image URL, audio URL as one item. This HTTP request node submits the video generation job to Hedra. For the method we are using post. Click on this corner to make it full window to look at the complete URL. This is the URL for video generations API endpoint. Let us go to Hedra website and look at their API documentation for video generation. Here click on this generate asset link. We can find all the details about this API and how to call it. The JSON body specifies several key parameters. Click on this corner to make it full window. The type is set to video. AI model ID references Hedra's video generation model. Start keyframe ID uses our uploaded image asset ID, and audio ID uses our uploaded audio asset ID. The generated video inputs section includes a text prompt describing about the news anchor. The resolution is set to 720p. Aspect ratio is set to 16:9 for long form video format. The wait node pauses execution for 5 minutes to allow Hedra sufficient time to process the video generation. The wait amount is 5 and the wait unit is minutes. Video generation is computationally intensive and requires this waiting period. This HTTP request node retrieves the details of the video generation job. We can look at the API documentation on Hedra. Click on this list assets. Here it shows all details about this API and how to call this API with a curl example. For method we are using the get. The URL uses an expression to include the asset ID from the video creation response. When the video is complete, this endpoint returns the download URL. Another brief wait node provides additional time to ensure the video URL is fully available before attempting to download. This code node processes the video generation response to extract the final download URL. It filters through the response data to find items that have a download URL, sorts them by creation time to get the most recent, and returns just the URL we need for downloading. Without this code node, it will give you all the videos generated under that specific video asset ID. Now we are on the upload video section. This section handles downloading and uploading the generated video to YouTube. This HTTP request node downloads the completed video file from Hedra's provided URL. The method is get here and the URL comes from the previous code node. In options, the response format is set to file to save the video as binary data. The Google Drive node uploads the video to a specific folder for storage. Here in the credential to connect with, you will enter your Google credentials. If you did not already create the credential, you can refer to the link in the video description. In the resource we are using file. In the operation field we are using upload. The parent drive is set to my drive and the parent folder is set to demo videos. You can click on this drop down box and select correct folder name that you have provided. This Google Drive node downloads the file that was just uploaded. The operation is set to download, and in the file field we have specified the variable that returns the file ID from the previous upload step. This ensures we have the video in the correct format for the final YouTube upload. The final YouTube node publishes the video to YouTube. Here in the credential to connect with, you will enter your YouTube channel credentials. If you did not already create the credential, you can refer to the link in the video description. The resource is video and the operation is set to upload. The title is set to get the latest news. The region is set to US. Category is set to news and politics. In options, privacy status is set to private, allowing you to review them before making them public. Remember to save your workflows by clicking save button here, since the changes are not automatically saved. Now that we have configured the entire workflow, it is ready for testing. Click on this execute workflow button to run the complete automation. Here we need to select the news topic. Click on this drop down and let us select US politics and click the submit button. Now this prepare audio and upload branch is running. It is generating the video now. It has generated the video. Now it is uploading to Google Drive. Now it is uploading to my YouTube channel. It says workflow executed successfully. It should have uploaded the video to my YouTube channel. Here I am logged into my YouTube channel, and here we can find the uploaded video. The headlines is get the latest news, and here you can see the visibility is set to private. Let us check out the video.
Good evening. I'm Anderson Cooper. Tonight, Vice President J.D. Vance responds to Donald Trump's recent remarks regarding his potential successor, with Senator Marco Rubio also mentioned as a possible collaborator.
And that's it. Your automated newsreader channel is ready. If you need help building automated lead generations, setting up cold email machines for your marketing campaigns, please reach out to me. If you found this video useful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comment section if there is any specific topic you want to be covered. Bye until next video.